March 20th is the International Day of Happiness. And I love this day. I've written about it in the past because 20 is my favorite number. So I love that the International Day of Happiness is on the 20th. So I'm recording this actually the day before on March 19th, which is the day when the World Happiness Report is released. And this is a report that shows the happiness levels of the countries around the world. And they began releasing this data in 2011. And at the time, Canada was 5th. And that is our highest ranking we've ever had. And this year is our lowest. So Canada is 25th now in the rankings. And our highest score out of 10 was 7.499. And our lowest that we had this year is 6.724. So I think even going from 5th to 25th, it wouldn't really matter where we are in the ranking, just if we were at the same happiness level and the rest of the world joined us at that high level, that would be great, right? So the number we are in the listing to me isn't the most important. For me, it's more the difference in the score. So the change in our highest versus our lowest is a 0.7-ish difference. So when I looked at the top score each year from 2011 to 2025, the highest was in 2011 when they started collecting this data. And the lowest for the top country is in 2015, and it was 0.3 lower than it was in 2011. The 2025 value is only less than 0.1 lower than it was in 2011. So the top countries, their happiness level haven't dipped as much in this latest report as Canada's ranking is. This International Day of Happiness, the theme they chose was happiness in social media. And there is a fairly long report that they released that I am wanting to read, because one of the findings is that young people in English-speaking countries who use social media, the happiness level for those countries has gone down. I'm quite interested in how social media affects our happiness, and perhaps I will try to ensure that my happiness level isn't decreased by social media. So I'm using this International Day of Happiness as a nudge to revive my memories when I went to the Happiness Museum in Copenhagen last year. And when I was there, I bought this book of Lykke, which is the Danish search for world's happiest people. And it has a lot of the research and results that they showed in the museum, and I never imagined I would end up at this museum. In 2019, I ended up meeting the CEO of this museum, but the museum didn't exist when I met him, and he had written the book, The Art of Making Memories. When he opened the Happiness Museum, I thought, oh, I would love to go to that museum, but I thought I probably will never end up in Copenhagen. But a bit of, I was going to say coincidence, but it's probably more synchronicitous, that I ended up going to Scandinavia last spring. And when I realized I'm going to be in Copenhagen, that's where the Happiness Museum is, I just had to go. And there is this amazing room in the museum that is just full on all the walls of little Post-it notes, because it asks us, what does happiness mean to you? And they had markers and Post-it notes for everyone who visits to write down what makes them happy. And it was really amazing to just look through and read some of the notes that people had written. Just a wide variety of what people, what makes people happy. And that room made me happy. That's probably what I should have written on the one I did more than one, but so I thought that on this day I would go through my photos. I took a lot of photos because I didn't have time to read everything. And a lot of the stuff is probably in this book, so I'm going to take this book out again. When I was at the Happiness Museum and bought the book, they gave me this postcard, which is, congratulations, you've been appointed Happiness Ambassador by the Happiness Museum. And on the back, which I had forgotten, so now I'm reviving this card, it has some suggestions for activities. So it's so do something active with other people. Send a thank you letter to someone who's had a positive impact on your life. Make a list of things you enjoy that are free. Learn a new skill from a friend and teach them one in return. Plant something and watch it grow. Example, herbs by your window. And actually this is reminding me because I have a Christmas cactus that bloomed at Christmas. I was so happy. And then I pruned it. And now it's in March. It's blooming again. So I'm kind of carrying it around with me because it's just making me so happy. Plants definitely is one thing that makes me happy. And so, it's kind of reminding me, right, like it's almost spring. What do I want to do? And I can dream of having pretty flowers in my garden and then take steps to make that happen. So this is the way that I want to live in present harmony, is when I'm reminded of something, it is to go revive it. And in reviving the memory, then it reminds me of the synchronicity that may have happened, or how happy I felt and how I want to feel that way again. So then I want to hope and plan to create more memories in the future. So on this International Day of Happiness, I just really wanted to revive these memories. And it had been on the back of my mind, this trip. I was starting to feel like I was starting to forget some of the details from that trip that meant something to me, because we remember what we pay attention to. So if I have taken these photos on this trip and I just let them sit on my phone and I don't look back at them, I will forget. I will forget the moments if we don't talk about it, if we're not reminiscing. So paying attention to the memories that matter, because it makes us happier in the present by looking back at moments that made us happy in the past. It makes us happy today, and it gives us hope for these moments to happen in the future, that we have more happy moments to come. So that's what I wanted to share today on International Day of Happiness, and I hope that you are having a happy day. Thanks for watching.